immediately. As soon as I feel frustrated, angry,
war is a nightmare. War is awful. It is indifferent and devastating and evil. War is hell. But war is also an incredible teacher, a brutal teacher, and it teaches you lessons that you will not forget. In war, you are forced to see humanity at its absolute worst, and you are also blessed to see humanity in its most glorious moments. War teaches you about sorrow and loss and pain, and it teaches you about the preciousness and the fragility of human life. And in that fragility, war teaches you about death. But war also teaches you about brotherhood and honor and humility and leadership.
When you are on your pathway to success, one of the greatest things that you can constantly do is try to be as happy as you can every single day. There's going to be days where you're not feeling it and you're bummed out, but those are the days you have to remember how excited you are to pursue your goal and pursue your aspirations in life that truly you want to accomplish and get done, and you can look back and be so proud of all the work that you've put into this. But the best way to do that is to go out and pursue whatever it is that you truly love and something that makes you happy, that you can do day in and day out every single day and still find joy. Because if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So you might as well try to find something that you truly love and something you are passionate about, to go out there and do that with everything that you have and put all your energy into that area and focus on that extremely well. So that way you can become successful in the one thing that you love. No matter how weird or how out there it is, in today's day and age, anything is possible. Everything has a cult following that people will love to view or watch or partake in, whatever the case may be. Because the internet has totally changed the game on how you can become successful. Because there's ways to reach everybody now. And as long as whatever it is that you're trying to pursue and trying to become successful in makes you happy, that's all that should matter to you. Because other people are going to bring you down and tell you there's no chance that's going to happen. But it's all as long as you are happy with it and you're content, that's how you truly become successful.
The chronic excuse maker. How do you stop making excuses? This is actually pretty simple. And I said it the other day, and you have to realize, you have to know, you have to accept that all your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. Think about them. You don't have time. That's a lie. You don't have support. That's a lie. You don't have the equipment or the gear. Lies. You don't know the best way. Who cares? That's a lie. Or you're too old or you're too young. Of course you're too old or too young. Lie. And there's you're too busy. Sure you are. That's a lie. And you're too tired or you're too sore or you're just plain not feeling it. Lies. And the list goes on and on and on. And it doesn't stop if you don't make it stop. So recognize
they're people, and you cannot give them orders and expect them to just execute like a robot would. And the worse your plan is thought out, the less response you're gonna get. And just like in business world, the less input I get from you as we create this plan, the less apt you are to execute it correctly. So when it comes time, when you have to go execute something, I want you to plan it. I'm not gonna plan it for you. I want you to plan it. Now I'm gonna come and check out your plan, and we'll collaborate to make sure it's the best plan, because maybe I have more experience than you, or maybe I have some strategic vision that you don't have, but I want you to plan it. That way you own it. And if you own it, when you go to execute it, you're gonna put that much more effort into it. That's hard to quantify, but that's real. That is real. If you come up with a plan, you're gonna put more effort and more pride in executing that plan than if I come up with a plan and I give it to you and tell you to execute it. That's just a reality. I don't care who you are, that's a reality. So that type of thing is absolutely true. And the other piece of this is this idea of, just that we're gonna order everyone to do what to do and they're just gonna do it. If the military was like that, then military leadership would be the easiest thing in the world.
What happens is, with extreme ownership, with the dichotomy of leadership, we get these principles across people, and we did it in the most simple, straightforward possible way that we could, which is we tell a war story, we tell what the principle is, and then we show an example from the business world. And I'm saying we because I wrote these books with a buddy of mine, Leif Babin, that I was in the SEAL teams with. And so that's what we did, and it's pretty straightforward, but we have a consulting company too. So as we go around and talk talk to people, we start hearing questions, and then I have a podcast and people send me questions all the time. And these questions are really about how do I take these principles, because they get the principles, they can explain the principle, they can quote you the principle, but then they get faced with a problem and they don't understand how to actually apply the principle. So on my podcast, I was answering these questions all the time of, hey, what do I do when my boss wants all the credit? What do I do? And what do I do when I've got a young individual that has a lot of potential, but they're not really taking advantage of it? They're not motivated to make things happen. What do I do then? And question after question after question after question. And I realized, okay, I need to actually put these principles in a field manual that people can pragmatically take the lessons, take the principles, and apply them to what's happening in the world. And that's what I try to do in the new field manual.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.